Hello, Jakey boy. Just a little bit of work for you before you go on your holiday. I haven't actually checked if you're still in the fucking country. You've got time to do this? You got nothing else to do you? It's only the 2nd of October. Stop whinging. We're doing a video on a flash. Top down, and it's going to be a quick one, and we're going to do it together, Jake. We're going to do it together. G'day guys, Josh Huggett here from Huggett Media, and today I'm talking to you about something really little. Something probably the smallest flash I've ever used in my entire life. Today I am talking to you about the Zeni. Zeni. Here it is. The Zenio flash. It's when they sent it to me in the mail. They told me it was a small flash. I didn't pay for this. They sent it to me. They're asking for my opinions on it. Maybe it is a Zenic, and a little bit of it's fallen off. But anyway, they sent me this flash, and they said it was a small flash, and I was like, great. I've worked with some small flashes before. I've used the Godox little flash, is like a really little flash that Godox has. I've used that before, and I was like, cool. Should be easy. Should be a nice little simple video. And then this turned up, and it's so small. You don't. Like, I've got big hands, which make things look small anyway. But for reference sake, here's a pair of AirPods next to it. That's incredibly small for a flash, isn't it? And for a flash that's actually got some punch to it as well. It's not just like a little ditty flash that you could never really use. It's actually more than enough for like a wedding reception. Now, to be completely honest, when this flash first arrived and I first started using this flash, I wasn't overly impressed. There is a big issue with this flash in that when it's sitting on the hot shoe of your camera, if you're using a lens like any bigger than this 35mm here on the R5 Mark II, it leaves a dark shadow at the bottom of the photos. So you'll shoot a photo and there's like a dark shadow, which is essentially where the flash sort of was. I'll see if I can find some reference images and put them up on the screen to tell you what I'm talking about. But it leaves like a dark shadow. So even using like my 15 to 35mm lens from Canon, the 2.8, which is only about this big. It's not a huge lens. It's not a great big lens. I was getting this dark shadowing at the bottom of all of my photos. And I said that to the company. I was like, hey, this isn't that great. It's leaving shadows. Would work fantastic on a smaller camera like an X100V or a smaller Sony with like a little pancake type lens, but none of the lenses that I was using really allowed me to use this flash properly. So I said that to the company. I was like, I'm happy to make a video. It's not going to be very favorable because it's not working and I can't use it properly. So they then were like, that's great. Thanks for being so honest with us. We have this for you. And they sent me these. And then when this turned up in the mail, I thought this was two other flashes because they are all exactly the same size. But what this actually is a wireless trigger and a wireless receiver, and they are all exactly the same size and smaller than a pair of AirPods. Wireless trigger, wireless receiver, smaller than a pair of AirPods. So what you're able to do is here on the side, you can set one of them to like that's the trigger. So it's got TX and RX, trigger and receiver. You trigger this. They have their own inbuilt Wi-Fi, so they talk to each other. You're able to turn the flash on. So what this is going to do on your actual camera is actually just raise it up that little bit higher, so you avoid that initial shadowing at the bottom of your photo, so you're not going to get that weird shadow at the bottom. But you can also use it as like an off-camera flash, so you can place this on here and you can flash off-camera flash. And look at how small this is. Smaller than my trigger for my normal flashes, and I'm able to do it It's actually taken this from being a non-usable niche, like novelty item, to something that you could actually use if you were like in a really small getting ready area or something and you're trying to get some more creative getting ready photos or photos of the ring. You can set this up so freaking small. Like imagine this but on your normal flash feet. That takes up no real estate at all, and you just place this down and you're able to get an off-camera flash photo of the rings without having to set up like a big Godox V100 or whatever you're using. And it's so small. I can't explain to you how small this freaking camera is, plus having an off-camera flash setup as well. This is absolutely incredible. And on top of that, it's also really, really cheap, like really cheap. You're able to get this for like 50 bucks Australian, which for a small flash that you can just chuck on a camera for the dance floor. So imagine like this on your smaller, like your R6 or whatever, if you're a Canon user, or a A7 III or whatever, if you're a Sony user, and like a pancake lens, a 16mm lens up on the dance floor. You're able to get cool dance floor photos with a really small form factor. Or if you're going traveling or something and you want to get more traveling based photos and you don't want to bring your whole setup, you could use something like this. This is just a really, really quick video on these flashes because like there's not heaps of features to go through. I don't need to explain the features to you. You turn it on and it works. There's two buttons on this flash and that's it. There's the on off button, which you hold to turn it on and off. It has half power, which is what I've been using, or it has full power. Can you see that up there? That's full power, half power. And that's it. You literally just put it on your camera and it works. Like it's so simple. Anybody could use this. Same with the transmitter and the receiver. Again, so simple. It just connected over Wi-Fi. It's only got 2 buttons and a dial, and that's it. It's so simple. And what they've really done is they're just not trying to overcomplicate it. Doesn't need to be a complicated system. It's a tiny flash that's going to sit on your camera. They're not trying to overtake your normal flash. They're not trying to overtake like being the best flash in the game. What they are trying to do is create like a small little cheap flash that you can use to get some of that more editorial style photos, or get more of those like trendier images that are happening at the moment. It's even like on full flash, you're still able to get like light drag images. With this, again, you do get 440 full flash power flashes. So from one of these at full power, at full charge, you'll get 440 flashes, which is ridiculous for something so small. It charges up super, super quickly. USB-C, you can charge it. It'll automatically put itself to sleep after 30 minutes of in use. There is another one of these that's a little bit more powerful, and I think it's a tiny bit bigger, and that has 5 different power levels, but like this one here is more than enough for what you're actually going to use it for. This isn't trying to be a big flash. It doesn't need to be a big flash. It only weighs 20 grams, and it's hard to explain this without you actually seeing it and holding it in your hands. But thank you, Zeniko for sending this through. I've actually had a lot of fun using it. Like I said, didn't really like it at the start. Then they sent me this, and this has completely changed my thoughts on this flash. Thank you so much for sending this through. Hope you enjoyed it. Just a nice little quick video to tell you that I liked this flash. And if you're looking for something small and fun and quirky to bring on the dance floor at a wedding, then this is something that could actually really, really help you. And especially like towards the end of a wedding day, when your arms are getting sore, your fingers are getting sore because you've been working all day, and you don't want to have to carry your big camera, big lens, big flash. Something small like this for the dance floor so you can be a little bit more inconspicuous is going to make your life a hell of a lot easier. Anyway, until I see you again, until our eyes look at each other on Instagram, I'll see you in the next one. Love ya. Thank you, Jake. Have fun editing this. There's no real timeline to it. All right, bye. Love you too, Jake.